Well, today I'm in beautiful Homosassa Springs. This is an area where they've been taking manatees, rescuing manatees that have been starving and rehabilitating them. Now, they've been growing so much seagrass over there in Crystal River area that they've been taking the seagrass that's floating away this time of year. It's a natural occurrence that most of the seagrass will float out, and they're collecting it all and bringing it over here. Instead of feeding it lettuce, they're feeding it natural seagrass. So it's a real cool thing what they're doing, and it just goes to show that, yeah, we can grow seagrass here in Florida, and it could be a very successful program. So we're going to check it out.
Yeah, so we are here at the Ellie Schiller Homosassa Springs Wildlife State Park, and we're going to be feeding some manatees. So everyone has seen the news, very grim news of the manatee die-off throughout the state. I believe it's been over 1,000 at this point, and unfortunately a lot of that die-off can be traced back to starvation, and even further, traced back to seagrass loss and habitat loss. So here in Homosassa, Crystal River, Sea&Shoreline has been working on a couple of restoration projects, and we're at a point now where we have an abundance of seagrass. It's estimated that we've restored over 200 acres in Crystal River. And this time of year, what we see is 80% of those leaves and those biomass actually release with the colder water and the shorter days, the less sunlight available. Those plants, they don't necessarily need to put as much energy into growing tall and robust. And what happens is when those leaves release, they float up to the surface and they wind up around docks and dead ends and places like that. So we had this idea through the Seagrass Save Sealife campaign to actually collect that floating grass. We're not digging anything up, right? Not uprooting anything, but just collect those leaves that I've already released, bring them here to the neighboring Homosassa Wildlife Park, and feed the manatees that are in rehabilitation. And that'll introduce a natural food source to them, and hopefully get them ready to be introduced back into the wild and be a win-win for everybody.
Well, guys, let me tell you, it's amazing what I've seen over here at Crystal River and Homosassa Springs. I mean, we can clean up the water, get the seagrass. First of all, stop polluting, stop the spraying, clean up the water. And right now, look down here, there's hundreds of snook right below me. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It is crazy. But man, we can do something. And for all you naysayers say we can't clean up the Indian River Lagoon, the only way we'll fail is we don't do anything at all. Don't do anything at all, you're guaranteed to fail. But we got to try. And what they're doing up here is amazing. And there's a way to do it over there on the East Coast, and we're going to find that way. Till next time, this is Pete Hank from Homosassa. We'll see ya.